Hi guys, my name is Dr. Kavita. I'm a radiation oncologist who decided to come to USA after her residency. Welcome to my channel. If you know from Instagram, Dr. KMD, so I have shared about my journey. So I decided to pursue USMLE and I decided to come to USA. But at the same time, I am not ECFMG certified and I am working as a postdoc fellow. If you want to know more, just check my Instagram where I share all the details of my journey. But in this video, I am going to talk about why I decided to come to USA even after finishing my residency and also doing my senior residency midway for like 1.5 years, why I decided to make the move, and how it is also possible for you even if you haven't done USMLE. Yes, you heard me right. So in the first part of the video, I'm gonna talk about why I decided to move out of India. I was a really motivated resident and I loved just practicing, the clinical medicines, and I love radiation oncology, but at the same time it was so frustrating to see the infrastructure being there in the government hospital in India. In like a big city like Delhi, even then there were so many challenges for us as doctors to see the patients and to know about there are so many techniques. But even being in the capital city, you do not have like the luxury to get experience on such good machines just because of some politics or something. And I always felt that I wanted to learn more. But how? I kept wondering that maybe I can do some fellowship, or maybe I can do a small course or observership in either UK or Canada. And I never dared to think about US because it was such daunting process, and I never knew that there can be any other pathway, apart from USMLE. So I never thought about that. But as I was in my residency in my second year, when I saw repeated number of strikes of doctors because of the patients assaulting doctors, and at the same time there was no support from the government or the hospital management or whatsoever, the frustration kept on getting higher. And if you are a doctor, you can imagine how it must feel like when you are giving it your all and you have the intention of serving the society, but at the same times you are not even paid well, but at the same times you do not feel safe at your workplace. Apart from those things, there were other factors like politics, and even if you try your best to be part of research, there are bare minimum opportunities, and whatsoever opportunities you get, you're not given credit for. These are some small petty things, but it really put me into thinking that did I work so hard to be treated like this? This is one question that always again and again came into my mind. And being said that, I have worked in one of the most amazing prestigious institute and I had the most amazing mentors, but we were not untouched by like the whole politics and the whole hierarchy system. And luckily, I would say luckily, because of like 1 or 2 conferences that I got to attend to, and especially I got a chance to visit Singapore in my residency for one of the conferences, and to see the kind of life people have there, and just to see if I could ever, imagine that life. It was totally like, it took me by surprise. If you are in your residency and if you have never been abroad, I would say even if you don't want to do like USMLE or go to any other country, I would sincerely request you, just visit any country abroad as a doctor for a conference, and just experience that feeling. What we are usually taught is that आपको इतने में इतना ही मिलेगा, and you have to just feel settled with that. But I kept asking questions again and again. No, but I deserve more. I deserve more. I worked hard so much. Even in comparison to my engineer friends, I was earning in pennies. And talking to my seniors who were even 5-6 years seniors, they were earning so less that it was so discouraging. Like, even after working this hard, you are not respected enough as a doctor. At least that's what I felt. And I felt that I needed to experience more, and I wanted to travel, and I wanted to see how it works somewhere, outside India. And that is one reason that I decided to pursue USMLE without knowing much about it. But I started my journey. How I started? So when I was in my residency, I had the chance to talk to one of the seniors from AIMS, and he got residency in USA. He had already done his residency in AIMS in radiation oncology, but he got residency in USA. At least that's what I heard about. And it got me into thinking, oh, is it possible? Because everybody in my hospital told me it's impossible. They don't give residency to Indians, and it is so competitive, and you will be wasting your time, and it is so much money. But here I was, seeing a live example in front of me. So I just needed that one example. And to be honest, when I started my journey, I wasn't sure if I want to do the residency or not. But what I was sure is I wanted to come to USA and work and just experience life here, and then decide if it is worth it or not. And what I needed to do, I didn't know anything, to be honest. All I knew is prepare for USMLE and then apply for research positions, and that's what I did. I started applying for USMLE Step 1, and I started my preparation in my senior residency, yes. And it took me a little bit more than 1 year with my job. But at the end of it, I realized that it is either this or that. So at the end, I had to resign from my job because I was too much attached to it and I was playing very safe. But just before the exam, I resigned from my job, and for 2 months, I studied dedicatedly for USMLE Step 1, and I cleared it in 2 months. So that's when I got the confidence, okay, this seems possible. And that feeling, trust me, is incomparable to anything else, because I always thought that I am just an average student, that I think 90% of the medical students think. But trust me, we all are average students till we decide to think otherwise. So I kept on telling myself that I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. USMLE is easy. I've done residency, so USMLE is nothing. And that is what most of my study partners told me. So yeah, I started gaining courage, I started gaining confidence, and I was consistent. And after clearing Step 1, I just applied for research positions. And luckily, I got an interview from my current positions, and I gave interview and I was selected. And it was that easy. But what was most difficult is to take that first step. The first step is saying to yourself when you are working in a toxic environment that I did not work so hard to be treated like this. I did not work so hard to be paid only this much. I did not work so hard to have a quality of life like this. To be honest, those were the years, like the second and the third year of residency, when I was more and more clear that no matter what, but I'm not staying here, at least for now. Even if I come back, I'll be coming back as somebody who is, experienced and who gets more valued, and people, respect me and give me a paycheck that I want, rather than, me begging for a position or anything else. Because I knew that if my value is nothing today, then I have to go outside and create my value. And that is when I decided to come to USA. How my life is as a postdoc fellow. So in short, I am working as a research fellow, but postdoc fellowship is nothing but if you have done MD in any clinical fields or non-clinical fields, you are called as a postdoc fellow. So you work to write research paper, research articles, you collect data in Excel sheets or different softwares, and you help in the data analysis. Since I'm a radiation oncologist, so I'm also responsible for like data, like for the image contouring of the cancer patients, and seeing like analyzing those contours and seeing the doses of the cancer patient. But this is more about it. And in my next video, I'm gonna talk about how I got adjusted in USA and how difficult it is if you are coming all alone and you don't know anyone. Until next time, be courageous and have the courage to tell yourself that you deserve better. That's the beginning of something. Until next time, take care, guys, and all the best. Follow for more and subscribe to my channel. And I would love to hear about you in the comments. Bye bye.